What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Mr. Gima Plays. We are back again with more Alan Wake because Alan Wake 2, because we messed up with the DLCs like expansions, like I said in the last stream. मैंने गलती से instead of load, I just went ahead and started this DLC as a new DLC, like as a new game, because whenever you press on it, they will tell you that loading into the expansion from this menu will override your progress in the existing expansion quick slot. And I'm not sure how to undo that because since I have already started new game, जो मैं आपसे ऐसे बातें कर रहा था और ऐसे बातों बातों में गलती से मैंने वो लोड की जगह पे जहाँ मुझे यहाँ से करना था, बट आप देख सकते हो देयर इज़ नथिंग related to the lake house, though we have played 6 hours 40 minutes, but that is not true because we have uh, played some other DLCs like the Night Springs episodes in the last stream. We have finished with the Night Springs episodes. Okay, so we have already started yesterday with this episode number 1 fan, which was lasted around, I guess, 1 hour, maybe, or maybe less than that. Then we have finished second and third today. I wasn't aware about those two, otherwise मैं यही खेलता पूरा पहले. The only reason I started the lake house is because this was very short and 1 घंटे की स्ट्रीम हुई थी, तो मैंने सोचा कि फिर वही मैं कंटिन्यू करता हूँ द लेक, बिकॉज वैसे भी मुझे DLC खेलने. आई हैव फिनिश विद द मेन स्टोरी and I started lake house, okay, but I always forget to open MS Afterburner. I should just ask MSI to start on the startup. I always forgot about that. I actually don't need that either, but the reason I'm keeping it is because जब नाइट स्प्रिंग्स के एपिसोड खेले थे ना हम लोगों ने, शायद अब इसका प्रॉब्लम ऐसा हो रहा है, इसके डिस्प्ले मतलब इसका जो ग्राफिक सेटिंग्स है, that is also changing with every, I guess, exit of the game. Like if like whenever I start near like game again, the next time it just going into the performance automatically. And I guess मुझे अच्छे खासे थोड़े FPS शायद 120 के आसपास मिल रहे थे, वो इसी वजह से मिल रहे थे because it wasn't on quality. And I don't understand why it keeps on changing. It just happens with the other game also which I was playing. I guess it was South of Midnight, or it was no, not South of Midnight. I guess it was Split Fiction. उसके साथ भी यही हो रहा था. So I don't understand if this why this is happening. It wasn't the problem before. Nvidia messed up something with the latest drivers, or maybe I don't know. The reason I'm blaming Nvidia, it's not, maybe it's just a game. I may need to just go ahead and verify the files on Epic Launcher, but I'm just not doing it because anyways इसके बाद हम लोग वापस इस गेम को मुड़ के नहीं देखने वाले once we have finished with this DLCs and all. Okay, because I really want to play some other games, but because of love with Alan Wake 2, like Alan Wake series, I'm playing this. Otherwise I wouldn't have played this. um, since we have just finished the main story, that's why I'm not switching to any other game. बहुत सारे गेम्स है यार, पता है, अगर मैं डेथ स्ट्रैंडिंग की सीरीज चालू करूँ ना, तो इट्स गोना टेक अ lot of time for me, just for me, a person who actually have a real job to do to earn real money in real life. Okay, so unfortunately we just can't play this for a long time like some other people on the internet playing, and they're fortunate enough to do that. Not like saying कि सालों को मिलता है इतना टाइम. They are just fortunate enough कि वो थोड़े लेट आए इस दुनिया में, और they are still doing their maybe learning, or they're pursuing their education, and that's why it's really unfortunate. Those people are fortunate who are actually getting this to play on a fairly high-end PC and for a long amount of time. Okay, I'm just talking about them. It's not like it's not like I have any grudges or something, or nothing related to कोई एंगर इश्यूज या नथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके, इट्स जस्ट दैट दे आर फॉर्चुनेट इनफ टू गेट द टाइम to play the games such as Death Stranding, which is 40 plus hours long, for 10 to 11 hours continuous straight, by taking a little bit of break in between. Okay, but anyways, sorry if they feel anything wrong about whatever I'm saying, but there is nothing, no hard feelings. Okay, it's just that I wish मुझे भी उतना टाइम मिलता. I wish I could get that much time to play, but otherwise I'm fine with it. So whatever time I'm getting, I'm just trying to invest in games and finish it. That's why I'm just gonna stick with one game, like I said in previous streams as well. We'll not play anything else unless we finish with what we have started. अगर मुझे फिनिश नहीं करना तो मैं स्टार्ट ही नहीं करूँगा यार. हाँ, गेम बहुत ही ज़्यादा बोर है और पहली बार मैं खेल रहा हूँ, तो हो सकता है शायद मैं कंप्लीट ना करूँ, बट that's the reason I always choose the games that I would like to play and finish nowadays. I mean, so anyways, इसमें कोई ऑप्शन भी नहीं अप्लाई करने का. एंड द इशू इज़ दैट एवरी लाइक अगर मैंने स्विच क्विट कर दिया गेम और इफ आई स्टार्टेड अगेन, for some reason it just maybe it's my PC. I will have to check about this, but why it keeps on changing? It wasn't happening before, and nothing has been changed since I've started playing this game. And I don't understand. Apart from the community updates and Windows updates, nothing has been changed on my gaming PC. So I really don't understand why this keeps on happening. But ठीक है, चलते हैं. एम मोड होल्ड एम मोड. हाँ, होल्ड ही सही है ना, होल्ड ही सही है, टॉगल नहीं चाहिए. Everything is fine as far as other controls and settings, apart from this that I have to keep on changing every time I start the game. That is just a little minor inconvenience, but I have to and just keep on remembering this. If I forget about this, then क्वालिटी में बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क शायद नहीं पड़ेगा, बिकॉज 1080p पे स्टिल यू गेट इट टू प्ले एंड इट देन जस्ट स्केल्स अप टू 4K, सो दैट इज़ फाइन. बट 2K रिजोल्यूशन अब स्केल हो रहा है 4K पे, तो वो किसको नहीं चाहिए, राइट? दैट इज़ व्हाट आई वांट. एनीवेज, आई थिंक एवरीथिंग इज़ फाइन. फ्रेम जनरेशन ऑन. Without that, it's just not possible to play with ultra ray tracing performance, because path trace indirect lighting भी high अपने आप इसमें भी, right? ये भी अपने आप high है, right? but इसको ऑफ करना पड़ता है शायद path tracing यूज करने के लिए, I think so. Yeah, so it disables it when this is on, but I'm just not changing anything because जो है वो ही रखेंगे अभी. Let's go to the expansions, lake house. Anyways, it's already the damage had been done already. So we'll just start it over. And वैसे भी एक अलग stream पे ये चलेगा अभी, नई stream में मतलब, so that is fine.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving.
Here we go.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for this game, I'm sticking with 4K resolution because we have played this whole series in 4K. But nowadays, with the new games, thinking about switching back to 2K. I'll play at 4K, but you will be able to see it at 2K. So the stream will be at 2K because in 2K I get the better performance than what I can offer you in 4K because my 3080 won't be able to handle it even with P5 P6 preset. So I have to keep medium quality, and that degrades some performance. I know. Even if I keep the uh, bitrate very high, I've also asked OBS to ignore the like YouTube settings in the settings here, so that it will not tell me that भाई तुम्हारा जो बिट रेट है वो बहुत ज़्यादा रखा है तुमने. बेसिकली मैंने नहीं रखा है, मैंने जो रिकमेंडेड है उतना ही रखा है, बट मैक्सिमम रिकमेंडेड रखा है मैंने. So that is the reason it will not tell me maybe. But if you keep it like for if we are doing 1080p stream, and if you are keeping bitrate as like 20,000 kbps, then sometimes YouTube's give you that message. Guys, I'll be back just a minute. सॉरी गाइस, थोड़ा सा काम आ गया था। अरे यार, मेरा खेलना कुछ होने वाला है नहीं, जितना होता है उतना करते। वाला कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा ही रहता है इश्यूज। क्या यार, साला कोई समझ में लेकर लेता नहीं समझ। घर पे भी साले कोई समझ के लेता नहीं है, मतलब नोबडी अंडरस्टैंड्स। तुमको कुछ अच्छा लग रहा है तो तुम्हारी जानो तुम, बस। आई कार्ड दिखा।
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ये इनसाइड द फैसिलिटी होने वाला है, तो एफपीएस मोस्टली रहेंगे अच्छे वाले, मतलब 70-80 तक, शायद उससे ऊपर भी मिल सकते हैं, पता नहीं अभी, क्योंकि बाहर ज़्यादा कुछ है नहीं। सो वी आर गोइंग इनसाइड दिस फैसिलिटी। Okay, and nothing seems to be working except this, right? Or everything is working at the moment, बट ये ऐसे रहने वाला है नहीं, हमको पता है। हमने खेला है ना कल थोड़ा सा, तो
Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
वहाँ पे अंदर कोई है नहीं है? The Lake House, United States of America, Federal Bureau of Control.
No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No?
कोई है ही नहीं, किससे बात कर रही थी? There are lots of documents to read actually, so हर एक document read करना possible नहीं है. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FBC employees. Fishing, swimming, boating, water.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the lake house. So, always remember the three S's: safety, security, and
Paddleboarding. These activities can result in an estimated percent of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with का वो जो है वो रफ लाइक ये किया हुआ है हम लोगों ने। Eradicated मतलब क्या होता है, मतलब उसको खोडले लेता है, मराठीमध्ये बोलायचं उन्होंने वो security report, local rumors, background. Recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary: the following information was gained Through covert listening and informational questioning, the local public appeared to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists to take people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back in वो भी उन्होंने रफ़ किया हुआ है. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. If the rumors continue disseminating, a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for an American volcano commission type institution. Okay. तो ये सब कुछ हुआ है, थोड़ा सा knowledge. That's why this is this not the same facility जहाँ पे कुछ हो गया था, like people were talking about this facility only must be reported to security immediately. Any unaccompanied artist ओके बराबर है, मुझे लगा कुछ ओके बहुत सारी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन रहने वाले यहाँ पे, रिसर्च है तो दिस इज़ अनदर वन. So from Eva Remani, status to all staff on site. Observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of director, range management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at time of lockdowns initialization remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the field originating from the oldest houses of increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to this signal should contact them immediately. Okay. Took the last cup of coffee, brew a fresh pot. This seems like Dr. Marmont, right? Mrs. and Mrs. or Mr. and Mrs. or this is different. Oh, this seems like, not sure if these are Mr. and Mrs. Marmont, Dr.
An
Marmont.
experiment. That bodes well.
These the
Handy.
Yep, that's definitely come in handy. So these are like this is the ground area, of course, where we are, but there are 3 or 4 different like underground uh, what we say floors that we need to, I guess, search for. And I think this whole DLC, if I'm not wrong, is just gonna be you know, it's gonna be like going up and down between these 4 floors and which are underground, and search for the clues and exactly what happened here. So ऐसे ही कुछ होने वाला है इसमें, ऐसा लग रहा है अभी तो. अब इसके आगे अगर कुछ रहेगा तो पता नहीं, बिकॉज आगे जाके कुछ अगर अनलॉक होगा तो वो तो आगे ही पता चलेगा. इस तरफ देखा नहीं हमने अभी तक. I'm playing it as like whole new experience because yesterday's stream is, I think मैं उसको ये करने वाला हूँ, edit करने वाला हूँ. I'm just gonna keep that one uh, episode in that stream like day before yesterday's stream, and जो आज सुबह की थी मैंने stream, उसका second part रहेगा night springs episodes का, and this is going to be the first part at the moment for the lake house. So ये वैसे भी नई stream शुरू करना ही अच्छा था इसके लिए. Anyways, if it's like 2 घंटे की भी, because it's a DLC, so it's fine to just do a stream for like 2 hours. The lake house daily. The good news is HQ still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee dear fist this week. And the bad news is like HQ still dark, not allergy bad, not allergy bad. No Ahama beer. It's good. Tried it. So अच्छा है but है नहीं stock share. The artist is ineligible. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. Wow, that's a bad news. Don't you have spare one? All vacation time cancelled. Okay. Someone stole. That's why that's a bad news. They might have the more than just one of the markers. Obviously एक marker थोड़ी ना होगा इतने सारे board के लिए. Uh, no doodling. Okay. What's on the board? Dangers of doodling and all. ये क्यूब कभी सॉल्व किया आप लोगों ने? इट्स रियली ट्रिकी टू सॉल्व. और इसका भी एक तरीका होता है, इसके अलग अलग तरीके हैं सॉल्व करने के. इसके आई मीन यूजिंग मैथमेटिकल मे बी सॉल्यूशंस एंड थोड़ा सा वो अपना ऑब्वियसली दिमाग लगा के आप कर सकते हो. बट देयर आर डिफरेंट यू नो मेथड्स दैट यू कैन अप्लाई टू सॉल्व इट. अच्छा है ब्रेन के लिए. मतलब don't touch. Okay, it's I even can't do that because game is not allowing me to do anything. I can't even do that. यहाँ पे जा सकता हूँ मैं? Nope,
It's locked.
of course not. तो चलो इसके what is this office? Okay, office of co-head of research Dr. Jules Marmont. So yeah,
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is?
ये पति
I'll have to
पत्नी
check
होंगे.
downstairs.
ये पति पत्नी है ना मार्मॉन्ट यार दोनों. यही है, यही इनका ही फोटो है बाहर भी. So of course there are like I guess 5 computers जिनका पासवर्ड हमें पता नहीं है and we have to figure out. So obviously if you look at here you get the clue here only. So yeah, unlock करना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को. Unless and until you do that we'll not be able to access
Unless I'll be
elevator.
working on the lower levels. I'll need
Yes.
to head down.
Yeah. Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamar also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. Wow. So this is something important. So that number is going to be the part of our password.
Changing passwords, huh?
Security and Technical Support Division, all departments update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. Wow, daily? Okay. We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password followed by numbers that change daily. Okay. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. At least 6 digit है वो अच्छा है. Because they have to change it on a daily basis. That is Spain in B, right? Anyways, as is. So, to my new fellow head of the lake house, love Diana. So number 38 is the part of the 6-digit password, and the second clue is here. So Burroughs University, on the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in them, the trustees of Burroughs University have conferred on Jules Francois Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science and is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William Jaganox, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Paul Jensen, Dean of Barrows University. Federal Bureau of Control Special Service Certificate awarded to Jules is in grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Casper Darling, wow, head of research. What a surname, man. From Dr. Casper Darling, head of research, Dr. Jules Marmot appointment as facility head. Sorry, the senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control has determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmot as head of research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. So July 18th is actually, there are four digits in this one. So this one is like July 8, July month. So it's like 07, right? Because 7th month, and 18 is the date. So 071838, that's the password, I guess. Zachary Strange, Bureau Director. So let's try that out here. Now we can use the numpad on the numpad on the keyboard. If you don't have it, you can use the numbers as well, because most of the people nowadays use like that 10 keyless or whatever keyboard, so that doesn't have the numpad. So I have it, so I will use it. I have it anyways. So what's the password again? 071838. That's the one. Security, we'll unlock it. We have some emails to read. नीचे से चालू करते हैं, राइट? 1 वीक ago पुराना है पहले. So annual budget. Good morning. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Of course, so there's going to be like layoffs in this facility. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best. Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. I'm too busy to attend meetings, just use the budget from the last year, but make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is go towards project arbitrage, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget, an unfair and preposterous accusation. Though I am confident you understand that, I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. If it annual budget, it is of course the head of researcher's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Sincerely, Dr. Jules. Go F yourself. इन दोनों में झगड़ा हो रहा है. So does next Wednesday work? Dr. Marmont, Project Arbitrus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramnus, and they are a shared research material. So can I release them back to Arbitrus? Okay. Again, the security reminder is just to unlock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily doesn't improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. Thank you, Brian Lopez, IT specialist. Okay, now we'll just unlock that door. ये वीडियो हम लोगों ने देखा नहीं, राइट? वी मिस दैट आई गेस. व्हेन वी एंटर दिस फैसिलिटी देयर वाज वन वीडियो गोइंग ऑन जहाँ पे दोनों का मतलब डायना का और आई गेस उसके पति का वीडियो रहता है जहाँ पे वो बोलते हैं. सो वी मिस दैट. एनीवेज, इधर उधर जाने में मिस कर दिया मैंने। रानी में we can go to -1 or no? Okay, so where we should go right now? Do we get this what is it? Get the key card access to the elevator. बट कहाँ से लिया लूँगा मैं इसको? मुझे याद भी नहीं कल मैंने कहाँ से लिया था इसको। अरे यहाँ से जाना है तो कहाँ से लूँ मैं उसको की कार्ड को? भाई लम्बे कल ही मैंने खेला था बट मुझे अभी आज याद नहीं। ऐसी सिचुएशन है अपनी। There are lots of things going in my mind right now nowadays as well, so it just like okay now it is unlocked, so यहाँ पे लेना है, यहाँ से लेना है मतलब power cord transport and handling techniques.
This should come in handy.
Security clearance for the -1 floor. ये पहले लॉक था ना, तो जो अनलॉक किया हम लोगों ने अभी वो डोर्स, तो यार दैट्स where we get it. Let's go अभी -1. इससे हम लोगों को 3 फ्लोर का एक्सेस मिलता है, राइट? या 3 फ्लोर, -1, 2 and -2, -1 and -3. So we'll just go to -1 first.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estivesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
अरे क्रैश हो गया गेम। अरे गेम क्रैश क्यों हो गया? Why it's crashing? Yesterday it wasn't crashing, now it's crashing. Wow. Wow. कल ये क्रैश बिल्कुल नहीं हो रहा था यार, आज ये क्रैश हो रहा है। एंड देयर इज व्हाई इट हैपेंस यार, पता नहीं है एनवीडिया के ड्राइवर्स का क्या ही इशू है भाई। ये कल नहीं हो रहा था यार। God, why it's just doing that? बहुत बेकार है साला ये। फोल्टिंग मॉड्यूल या ग्राफिक्स के ड्राइवर से रिलेटेड ही है वो। It wasn't happening before. It's like yesterday it wasn't happening. यार ये क्रैशेस बहुत हो रहे हैं यार आजकल, पता है क्या? पता नहीं मैं क्या करूँ अभी। सब इमर्शन चला जाता है इससे। That's the reason I like to play games on console, man. You know, उसमें वो टेंशन नहीं रहता। एटलीस्ट अगर होता भी है प्रॉब्लम, इट विल बी रिजॉल्व फॉर एवरीवन। अभी पीसी में कैसा है, ऐसा रैंडमली क्रैश होता है ना, तो इट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम विद द गेम बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली कल नहीं हुआ था यार। पता नहीं क्या ही यार, कौन सा प्रोग्राम क्रैश करता है ये क्या है। हमेशा आफ्टर बर्नर तो नहीं करता है फॉर श्योर बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी यूज दैट प्रोग्राम। आई एम नॉट श्योर व्हाट्स कॉजिंग दिस। एनीवे, वापस चालू करते हैं और क्या कर सकते हैं यार। इट शुड नॉट क्रैश मैन, व्हाट द हेल। अब मुझे डर लगता है यार ऐसे अगर क्रैश होता है तो बिकॉज एक बार होने लगा तो बार बार हो जाता है वो क्रैश, और वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा किस चीज़ की वजह से हो रहा है यार। चल के देखता हूँ वापस। मैन व्हाई इट्स क्रैशिंग ऑल ऑफ अ सडन ना। एक तो गर्मी भी हो रही है वेंडी, धड पाऊस नाही धड गर्मी नाही असं झालंय। बारिश भी गिरी, 2-4 दिन गिरी तो ठंड थोड़ा सा मौसम अच्छा हो गया। वापस साला ये गर्मी आ गई, क्या ही यार। मौसम की भी साला, मौसम ने भी ले रखी है सबकी। आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट गॉट क्रैश ना। अभी ये देखो यहाँ पे जाना पड़ता है क्वालिटी में चेंज करना पड़ता है। आई डोंट नो व्हाई दिस इज हैपनिंग। एंड yesterday it wasn't happening। अभी पता नहीं लोड करके ही खेलूँ क्या मैं। God, पता नहीं कहाँ पे उस सेव पॉइंट पे ही से हुआ होगा ना वहाँ पे। क्या यार, why it's crashing man। yesterday it worked fine man। अभी क्रैश हो रहा है।
Handy.
Okay, find someone at the lower।
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to. Oh, shit!
Yeah? What's going on?
अरे यार ये गेम क्रैश क्यों हो रहा है अचानक अभी। वाह, अरे यार क्या मुसीबत है यार ये। Why it's crashing man, what's going on, this computer is fucked। Why it's crashing all of a sudden without any issue, like yesterday कुछ नहीं हो रहा था, आज क्रैश हो रहा है ये गेम, फालतू का है यार। खेलने का यार मेरे को ना मौका ही नहीं मिलता कुछ, कभी ये गेम क्रैश होता है कभी कुछ और। कल मस्त चल रहा था सब कुछ यार। पता नहीं यार क्या प्रॉब्लम है भाई साहब यार इसका। मैं ना यार मेरा कंप्यूटर ही चेंज करने वाला हूँ, राइजन लेने वाला हूँ मैं यार। इंटेल भी भाड़ में जाए साला, ये साला चूतिया भी इंटेल साला। अब मैं क्या करूँ इसका अभी। शिट यार क्या मुसीबत है, पता नहीं क्यों क्रैश हो रहा है ये। एमएस आफ्टर बर्नर तो यार अच्छा, उसका तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए। क्या मुसीबत है यार खेलने का ना यार, मतलब सच में बोल रहा हूँ कुछ नहीं। ये अभी लॉन्च क्यों हो गया है यार, बाहर से साला कुतरा साला। ये इसका अलग है यार एक। fuck this game man, fuck it, this computer man। one last time I'm gonna check, or else I will just close this stream because I don't know इसके लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा, what to fix what, because yesterday everything was working fine and लोड नहीं किया करूँगा तो वापस वही से चालू हो जाता है। मैं कैसे यार, क्या करूँ यार मैं? क्या मुसीबत है यार इसकी भी यार।
This should come in handy.
मेरा हमेशा ऐसा ही होता है, वो साउथ ऑफ मिडनाइट में खेल रहा था उस वक्त भी साला ऐसा ही हो रहा था, वैसे ही खेला मैंने कैसा तो करके, फिर बाद में आई डाउनग्रेडेड द ड्राइवर्स, बट यहाँ पे तो मैंने कुछ अपडेट भी नहीं किया है, बस लेटेस्ट ड्राइवर्स है मेरे, वो लेटेस्ट भी नहीं है उसके पहले के। ये देखो क्रैश हो रहा है यार, इट्स नॉट अलाउइंग मी टू प्ले इट, व्हाई, क्यों क्रैश हो रहा है ये गेम? डू यू वांट मी टू स्टार्ट ऑल ओवर अगेन? व्हाट द हेल इज गोइंग ऑन मैन? Yesterday everything worked fine and now it's crashing, and it's not telling me why it's crashing. Come on यार, वी आर इसका लाइब्रेरी पे, क्या मुसीबत है यार। ब्रो यार क्या मुसीबत है इस पीसी की यार, it's just not allowing me to play this game now. This is different error message. यार मुझे तो कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है मेरा ग्राफिक्स कार्ड खराब हो गया है क्या, बिकॉज यार उसका टेम्परेचर भी ज़्यादा जा रहा है मेरे ख्याल से, पता नहीं रे यार, बहुत यार मुसीबत ही है भाई ये। अब मैं कैसे खेलूँ यार इसको? Last time it turned out to be a RAM problem. This time it is not a RAM problem, obviously. But that was different. Like that was randomly crashing every game, almost every game, right? And this is just not allowing me to play nowadays. What the hell is wrong with this computer, man? अभी जो DLLS एरर मैसेज बता रही है वो अलग है। शिट यार, मेरा तो यार मतलब कुछ खेलने का अभी तो यार मैं क्या ही खेलूँगा यार, एक तो वैसे भी टाइम कम होता है मेरे पास, अब ऐसे अभी ये नाटक कर रहा है गेम साला। वेरीफाई करता हूँ और क्या, बट यार उससे भी पता नहीं, कल सब कुछ चल रहा था रे, क्या नाटक है समझ में नहीं आ रहा यार। क्यों क्रैश हो रहा है क्या पता यार, देखो कुछ नहीं मिल रहा उसको वेरीफाई में। पता नहीं यार बॉस, मुझे तो यार मेरा स्ट्रीमिंग पीसी इतना बहुत स्ट्रांग नहीं है, मतलब स्ट्रीमिंग पीसी पे भी मेरे पास अच्छा प्रोसेसर है, i5 का ही है 14 जनरेशन का, तो इट्स प्रोसेसर में थोड़ा सा शायद हो सकता है वो, 4K पे मैं टेस्ट करने के लिए मेरे पास है नहीं। आई कैन प्ले ऑन 2K एंड ट्राई, बट दिस शुड नॉट हैपन ब्रो। Last time when it happened I downgraded the drivers, but yesterday everything worked fine and today it's just crashing all of a sudden. Now this is so frustrating. और वो कंटिन्यूसली क्रैश हो रहा है, मतलब आई एम नॉट एबल टू प्ले इट एंड लाइक उसी एरिया पे अभी जा, मतलब मैं अभी तो वो लिफ्ट में भी मैं नहीं गया और क्रैश हो गया। क्या ही नसीब है मेरा वेंचर। अभी फ्रेम जनरेशन की वजह से क्रैश हो रहा है या पता नहीं, बिकॉज मैंने जब खेला था अपडेट एवरीथिंग वाज वर्किंग फाइन. सो नॉट श्योर क्या ही सर्च करूँगा मैं अभी. अब मैंने कल ये चेक नहीं किया था कि आई वाज प्लेइंग ऑन परफॉर्मेंस और आई वाज प्लेइंग ऑन क्वालिटी, बट आई नो फॉर श्योर दैट आई वाज प्लेइंग. एक मिनट मुझे मेरा कल का स्ट्रीम चेक करता हूँ, 2 मिनट रुको. यार क्या मुसीबत ही है बैंडी यार ये. नहीं, कल मैंने क्वालिटी पे ही खेला था यार, एंड इट वाज वर्किंग परफेक्टली fine without any issues, man. I don't understand how all of a sudden that game is crashing now. I only played 2 and 3 episodes, and आज सुबह भी यार एक बार crash हुआ वो. When I accidentally started Lake House DLC, and then I skipped this cutscene and it got crashed, but it was giving me some other error message. This time it just crashing to desktop without any error message. So I don't understand, man. Like yesterday, everything worked fine. I have not changed a single thing, man. Oh God. Sometimes I feel like if my graphics card is just not. मैं यार देख लूँगा यार उसका भी यार, ये करके क्या बोलता हूँ, I mean उसका बेंचमार्क करके देखना पड़ेगा मुझे एक कुछ घंटों तक शायद. एक मतलब यार क्या फालतूगिरी है रे ये जी सिंक का. और क्या इशू, इसका इशू है क्या, फ्रेम जनरेशन? बट यार ये क्यों हो रहा है यार? यार मैं एक बार चला के देखता हूँ यार। मैं एक काम करता हूँ, विल जस्ट लोअर डाउन द सेटिंग्स एंड ट्राई अगेन। इफ नॉट देन मैं स्टॉप भी कर देता हूँ स्ट्रीम यार। आपका भी वर्क खराब हो जाएगा और मैं यार ये सब चीज़ें ऑन स्ट्रीम कहाँ फिक्स करता बैठूंगा यार। बट दिस इज समथिंग नॉट राइट आई गेस, आई एम नॉट श्योर मैन। ऐसे एरर्स मुझे यार इतने आते नहीं थे पहले। एंड दिस टाइम दिस आर रिलेटेड टू एनवीडिया ड्राइवर्स डीएलएल, लाइक उसी में पॉइंट कर रहे साला। समझ नहीं पा रहा मैं व्हाट्स कॉजिंग दैट एक्चुअली। दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर मी इन फ्यूचर गेम्स एज वेल आई गेस। शिट यार, मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा हूँ यार व्हाट्स रॉन्ग। मुझे ग्राफिक्स कार्ड का भी मैं देख लूँगा यार अभी एक बार। बट दिस इज सो फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग मैन। सी अभी यार ये क्वालिटी पे रह रहा है ना, ये सेव भी नहीं हो रहा था सेटिंग, अभी ये सेव हो गया। पता नहीं क्या है यार। एक बार ट्राई करके देखूँ क्या मैं? एक बार ट्राई करके देखता हूँ। मैंने अभी एक्चुअली ये भी ट्राई किया वेरीफाई फाइल्स का, बट यार वो पता नहीं कितना हेल्प करेगा वो। और ये कंटिन्यू भी नहीं कर सकता मैं यार। ये लोड ही करना पड़ेगा ना मुझे यार। शिट यार, एवरी टाइम यू हैव टू लोड और व्हाट? मुझे ऐसे ही लग रहा है। और ये लोड करने के बाद क्रैश हो रहा है क्या?
Andy.
Is it gonna stay like this or is it just gonna crash? Yeah, crash.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to— oh, shit!
What's going on? Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected in sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. Where's the fucking elevator? Smart?
यार वो डायलॉग भी कट हो गया क्या है यार?
The fuck was that?
सब मूड ही ऑफ हो गया मेरा तो। Oh god. Threshold linking experiment progress by Dr. Jules. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of continues. Progress is good with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Refer to file research order as the lake house continues to make progress towards its goal. Various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. Okay, we'll save this.
Dr. Darling.
ये देख नहीं पाएंगे अभी, पहले तो लाइट चालू करना पड़ेगा. That's our main priority here, right? Get the power working. Okay. I'm actually afraid to play the games on my PC because this is the second time it happened. It was happening with South of Midnight. I downgraded the drivers just because it was working on the previous drivers, and I thought it might be the drivers. And but this game never crashed for me. At least I don't remember. एक बार हुआ होगा शायद. But again, I played it after so long. But main story कहाँ कुछ problem हुआ, मुझे नहीं हुआ ना. I played 2 episodes in the morning. They were fine. I don't understand why these problems are coming all of a sudden nowadays. It's just मैं यार एक काम करने वाला हूँ अभी. You know, I'm just gonna stress my CPU or GPU. Maybe 1 to 2 hours के लिए I will just keep on running the benchmarks, you know, 3D mark के जो होते हैं. Because अगर इसमें कुछ इशू है तो वहाँ पे डिटेक्ट होना चाहिए अगर if it's hardware issue. Otherwise ये इंटेल 13-14 जनरेशन CPUs के भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, तो मैं बायस अपडेट कर सकता हूँ इसमें. आई थिंक आई हैव गॉट द लेटेस्ट बायस फॉर माई मदरबोर्ड, बट अभी जो मेरे पास है वो लेटेस्ट नहीं है शायद. मैं अभी इंटेल डिफ़ॉल्ट सेटिंग्स पे ही खेल रहा हूँ. यू नो, एनफोर्स लिमिट सब डिसेबल्ड है मेरा बायस में, फिर भी ये इशू आ रहा है मुझे. अब ये इशू अगर CPU से रिलेटेड है तो पता नहीं. It's not gonna work without power. पावर कहाँ से लाऊं वो समझ नहीं आ रहा है. यार तो आवाज़ पहली बार खेलने में बहुत फट जाती है. नेक्स्ट टाइम वी नो दैट बिकॉज दैट्स वाई इट्स नॉट दैट मच स्केरी. बट पहली बार बहुत लग जाती है यार खेलने में. अब इधर लगाना पड़ेगा कुछ.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
ये वेपन भी लिया नहीं कल मैंने, क्योंकि सिक्योरिटी 2 का क्लियरेंस चाहिए ना इसको।
Can't open it from the side.
एक तो यहाँ से वो खुलता भी नहीं है, वो एक अलग चीज़ है, तो उसके लिए वो
Jules's key card could be useful.
Jules' key, unfortunately, Jules' key card went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next tips: weapons test using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shit, or need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. Pick up power core, align power with core, the receiving socket, insert the power core. We have already seen that. We just need to pick up the power core here. और इस बैग में शायद कुछ नहीं है.
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. At least the elevator's back.
वो जो सेकंड ऑप्शन है, फाइंड अ वे ऑब्जेक्टिव टू गेट द की कार्ड एंड गन बाय एक्सप्लोरिंग द फैसिलिटी, वो अभी नहीं कर सकते हम. हमारे पास लेवल 2 का क्लियरेंस चाहिए उसके लिए शायद. तो अनलेस एंड until we get that card, we will not be able to get the gun as well. It will still not open from here. वहाँ से एंट्री करना पड़ेगा उसके लिए. इसके लिए सिक्योरिटी 2 क्लियरेंस चाहिए. व्हाट द हेल इज दिस? ये बहुत पहली बार जब कल मैं खेल रहा था, आई वॉज लाइक लिटरली, मैं बहुत ही डरा हुआ था यार कल, बहुत ही. मतलब एक्चुअली ये कोई भी यार फर्स्ट टाइम खेलेगा तो ऐसा ही होगा ना, दैट टू आफ्टर सो लॉन्ग. एंड ये एपिसोड में कुछ अलग ही है. आई मीन एलन वेक 2 में इतना डरावना नहीं लग रहा था ये. कुछ देयर वे सम इवेंट्स दो, बट एकदम से बीच में से वो जंप स्केयर्स थे उसमें भी. बट ये जो आवाज़ और ये सब है, यही डरावना है इसका. You can watch this video.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here.
The lake house has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Did you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impact. Sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get your clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
Okay, I think we just need to we need to find the what elevator, right? It is not here. Oh, man. तो वो एक्चुअली मूव नहीं कर मतलब अभी कुछ तो मूव हुआ ना, अभी वहाँ से जाना है। अरे देखिए अभी वे ब्लॉक्ड हो गया। Oh man, shit.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. What the fuck were those things?
I mean, पता नहीं यार। Should I go to where? I should go. To which floor? -2. -2 पे चलते हैं ना अभी। मैं फिर से -1 पे ही जाता हूँ,
Deep breaths. 1, 2,
जैसे मैंने कल भी खेला था, राइट?
6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Sir, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that? If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
बाप रे।
What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down. You need to cease all hostility right now.
Wow.
Bad news?
Damn it, bro. What the hell? पावर कोर यहाँ पे सेकंड फ्लोर पे चलते हैं ना अभी। ये -1 पे ही कुछ नहीं है अभी, मतलब that is locked, so
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty Sunday.
Sublevel 3.
This isn't the floor I wanted. Fucking elevator.
हाँ यार, सब लेवल 3 पे आ गए हम लोग। -2 सिलेक्ट किया था मैंने, but it just happened.
Wish the elevator would stop moving.
हाँ यार, ये गायब हो रही है बार बार साला। And we can't go into the map. Oh, we can go ना with tab. This एम से नहीं जाता इसमें, अभी टैब से जाता है। सो ब्रेक रूम, कोर, पावर कोर्स तो हम लोगों ने वो सब किया था। नाउ वी नीड टू गेट द सेकंड लेवल सिक्योरिटी लाइक क्लियरेंस कार्ड। सो -2 की जगह -3 पे आ गए। और ओके 1 मिनट हियर यार 3 पे कैसे आ गया मैं? एक तो यार इसमें ट्रबल शूटिंग में थोड़ा टाइम चला गया मेरा। साला वैसे ही टाइम की कमी है यार। पता नहीं गेम्स क्रैश क्यों हो जाते हैं यार। इट वाज वर्किंग फाइन यस्टरडे। मुझे इसीलिए डर लग रहा है साला ये बीच-बीच में हो रहा है यार। अब कैसे मैं रिज़ॉल्व करूँगा अगर ये प्रॉब्लम्स ऐसे आएँगे तो बार-बार? सीपीयू चेंज करके अगर मैंने लिया भी, तो भी अगर प्रॉब्लम अगर ग्राफिक्स कार्ड में है तो क्या ये उसमें भी इशू होने वाला है राइट ये? Refined process. The automated typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake. Comprehensibility, style, tone, content. बहुत सारे चीज़ें पढ़ने के लिए बट हर चीज़ पढ़ते बैठूंगा तो टाइम बहुत जाएगा और वैसे भी यार मूड नहीं है टू बी ऑनेस्ट। ये साला बीच में से रैंडमली गेम पता नहीं क्यों क्रैश हो गया हमारा। अब मुझे डर लग रहा है साला ये बीच-बीच में ना आए वापस। It's gonna be a problem for me. Organization update. Moving forward, research at the lake house will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X 132 AW, codename Arbitus, will focus on studying the writing of with Dr. Diana Marmont, serving as project director. Project C Ramis will focus on studying and his work with Dr. Jules. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the Lake House directory. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonds were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink, the turpentine, the paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint, hatred for the brushes, for the moments, for himself.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Initial findings report.
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away? 100% bad news.
Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake with the intent to use this particular brand for and the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. To be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. तो एलन वेक के ब्रांड कौन से यूज़ कर रहा था वो साले वो देखना चाहते हैं. And that's, I mean, अबे ये अच्छा है बुरा है पता नहीं. But they are actually trying to see what brand, like they're just trying to copy the brand because वो successful नहीं हो रहा है otherwise दूसरे brand के साथ जो वो चाहते करना. The project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand and type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. इसमें जा नहीं सकते विदाउट लेवल 2 क्लियरेंस. Research notes content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake. I must do so here to address the matter being examined as a reference for any future readers. I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice.
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr. Emil Hartman, founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge. He manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. He was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising. We can understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
Um, we cannot access any other doors without the security clearance. Second level.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower. Back where I started. Spatial recurrence. Usually observes the law of three.
Special recurrence. अभी fighting होने वाली है आगे मुझे पता है. It's gonna be the same. Yeah.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this?
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing.
stop moving, man.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Yes, there are no more. There are no more enemies, right? तो बीच में आवाज म्यूजिक ना बीच में इन्होंने रख दिया है जहाँ पे हमको मिलता है एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ें लाइक बंदूक की गोलियाँ या सब Okay.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. Father's calling me awake. us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. Science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly Wake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing.
ओके गाइस, देखते हैं। आई विल बी बैक। थोड़ा सा खा लेता हूँ, डिनर कर लेता हूँ और आई विल बी बैक। थोड़ा सा ही खेलेंगे उसके बाद। ओके गाइस, आई एम बैक। बीआर भी लगाना भूल गया मैं। वो बैनर एक्चुअली में लगा, बैनर मतलब वो स्क्रीन यही लगाता हूँ मैं, क्या बोलता है, स्क्रीनशॉट ही लगाता हूँ। वॉलपेपर जैसा लिया है मैंने उसका। नाउ वी हैव टू गो फॉर द थर्ड टाइम। थर्ड टाइम में क्या था रे भाई यार? थर्ड टाइम में क्या था यार? थर्ड टाइम में सिर्फ सीधे जाना है ना, ऐसे ही। थर्ड टाइम में आई थिंक सीधे ही जाना। Damn it. सीधे ही चलते हैं। थर्ड टाइम में ये करना है साला। हाँ याद आया, ठीक है। यहाँ से पहले लॉक्ड है।
Maybe there's another way in.
उधर से। What? इसमें भी कैच है, ये अनलॉक नहीं होगा जब तक ये ऑफ नहीं करेंगे, अनलॉक नहीं होगा। वी नीड 2 कोर्स हियर, राइट? 2 कोर्स, या एक वहाँ पे अंदर। ये कोर निकाल के वहाँ पे लगाना है, ये ऑफ करना पड़ेगा। इसको बंद कर देते हैं।
Controllable shifting phenomena.
इसको लेते। इसको लेके वहाँ पे लगा देते ताकि ये खुलेगा फिर, राइट? या फिर ये ऐसे ही खुल जाएगा? नहीं खुलेगा ना विदाउट पावर। इसको लेके बाहर आई थिंक लगाना है, या फिर खुलेगा नहीं यार जब तक ये पावर ऑन ना करें हम। वहाँ से खुलता है क्या? आई डोंट थिंक सो, बिकॉज ये देखो यहाँ पे कट हुआ है, और दिस एक्चुअली ये पावर राउट यहाँ पे होती है, यहाँ से यहाँ होती है आगे। और इट ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड्स पावर टू दिस डोर। सो वहाँ से जाना भी पॉसिबल नहीं है। यहाँ पे लगाना पड़ेगा अभी पहले। अब वो नो पावर क्यों है? क्योंकि वो कट हो गया हुआ है वहाँ से। जब तक ये ऑन नहीं करते वो होगा नहीं। But now if we go back, you can power it on now. इससे बात करनी पड़ेगी। We'll get the access to -2 now after this, I guess.
What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you? You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now? Tell me where they are. Christ.
अरे एलन विक के बारे में पूछना था, वो रह गया।
It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
Maybe next time if you encounter with this thing or whatever it is, we'll ask about Alan Wake. यार ये optional dialogue यार। Anyway, let's go to -2 again.
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Sublevel
Level 1
2.
lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
अरे यार ये लोग अभी शिट।
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
एपिसोड्स नाइट स्प्रिंग के एपिसोड्स में तो इतने ढेर भर के दे रहे थे ये लोग। मे बी दिस माइट बी रिलेटेड बिकॉज दोस कैरेक्टर्स लाइक जो थे उनके लिए मतलब वो जस्ट उन्होंने मतलब डाल दिए थे, राइट? We never played them as them in Alan Wake 2 main story. I mean, we have never played with Sheriff like as a main as Sheriff in Alan Wake 2, or that girl in Control, Jessie Ferren, right? And also Rose. So उनके लिए भर के दे रहे थे firearms, you know, like फायर पावर जो थी, मतलब जो गोलियाँ ये सब बहुत दे रहे थे लोग। बट सिंस वी प्लेड एज हर दिस कैरेक्टर Kieran in Alan Wake 2 right? नो मुझे अभी याद नहीं आ रहा, सागा से ही खेला था हम लोगों ने ज़्यादा, बट इससे नहीं खेला यार। फिर भी ठीक है, मतलब ये एफडीसी की बंदी है ना, तो इधर लेवल 3 चाहिए सिक्योरिटी क्लियरेंस। We'll just try plastic deer mask.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
क्या मैं यहीं से आया था क्या? हाँ ओके। यहाँ पे कंप्यूटर है राइट, जो आई थिंक दिस इज द सेकंड वन इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग। Booker's writing, the first piece of content produced by the subject, is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as a reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is set? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Weck's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Page ID RBEB001. Continue the story from page ID Alan Wake-002. I hope I'm guessing match the tone, style, and content of AW002 as closely as possible. 100% Alan Wake. The crack was an emotional one. Okay. The crack was emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's window. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain, heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, starting out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her on hair as if sensing his gaze. She turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that break from the lab would give him space to reconnect the men to crack. Okay. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup. Though he didn't even notice, he put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake. Okay. Like light hitting glass, the sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules. Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife. Oh God. Okay, so the password is literally written over there, 123456, and that's the password. 123456. Security reminder, a gentle reminder that nut allergies are a serious health issue and making light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk and should be avoided for everyone's safety. Pie Day. Hello. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from that local diner you all seem to love so much. Oh, diner? Is it? That's the only diner I know. The members of Project Ramnas can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All other staff should visit the other Dr. Marmon's office to see if she brought pie. You mean the your wife juice is, um, of course, right? Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious can-filled pies. Happy fall. Attention, missing black rock. Attention all staff. There is a significant amount of black rock missing from sub-level 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to this message and we will fix the problem. Black rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now, with the oldest house being closed. Holy shit, Jules Start sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. Reply from that same person where. Okay. He really did that. Diana is going gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Haha. Though those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding web pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You would really leave me here all alone? We can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Okay, that's the, I guess, second computer password that we just happen to have it right on here on this note. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbitus at the Lake House facility. Prioritized outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Tamitha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subject or subjects at distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Okay. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed, Dr. Tiana. Okay. Subject writing must feature darkness, water, marmots, Jules and Diana, the lake house conflict. कुछ नहीं है यार इसमें. Okay.
I wonder what happened here.
Background information. Rudolph Lane has shown a decline in over the past several months. Initially, this presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude towards the art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true to life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion or a consequence of growing or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. As of yesterday, current situation as of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. Subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlogs of paintings, they estimate that there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Mormon, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of who knows, Jules knows only, be introduced to the subject's food to cure his whatever. If the subject's attitude does not improve, the low doses of whatever will be introduced in order to improve his compliance.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, now, you love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint. Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Why they're forcing? Maybe that's why he ended up, you know, like this. Like I don't know. I'm hoping that this is not Rudolph's blood. Um, what is this?
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
So it's Diana, not Diana. Okay. It's always Diana, I guess. It's not Diana. Diana is not correct pronunciation. It's just Diana. Or work required, work order, tools required. It is not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Additional details important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. Okay. No. कहाँ से करे यार ये लेवल? सेव करूँगा अभी, इसके बाद फिर वो कल देखता हूँ खेलने मिलेंगे टाइम तो खेलते हैं, अदरवाइज जब मिलेगा टाइम तब खेलेंगे और क्या कर सकते हैं। No fudge. Bye. Lockdown in infect 100% deferred. Empty box. Another one. What should I do here? Level 2 clearance. Oh, there is another computer. Oh, there is the security clearance 2 access card. Access card, okay.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this. How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Catalog of Rudolph Lane production. From painting session. Designation black circle shape among yellow lines and uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow / brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and are bleed into the black circle. ID RL169 lone tree at night. A dark green tree pine standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. IRL 170. Small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. The relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now and to attempt page retrieval. 24 yellow shape, a skirt, possibly black canvas. Okay. Brown shape with horns. A brown shape, vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extending from the shape, likely an animal head, possibly deer or elk. Black background. Okay. इसका पासवर्ड ढूंढते सेव करते हैं एंड स्टॉप. आई विल स्टॉप द स्ट्रीम. हाँ, oh fudge, the hell यार. Had one, man. No more medikits. How could I forgot about this? Salah jump scare tha ye. Where is that damn ये इसके बीच, इस कुर्सी के बीच, ये इसकी वजह से मुझे लग गया साला, इसकी वजह से. अदरवाइज मैं अवॉइड कर सकता था वो. wasn't ready for that. I made the reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forget. Was a week from this Friday. Week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us living together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Have a good day. Okay. From this Friday. They have written 14 को लिखा था, राइट? तो 14 के बाद का फ्राइडे है 22, was a week from this Friday. So 22 और ये मंथ है सितंबर, तो 0922, राइट? 0922. Tricia update. I just found out what happened to Tricia. Jules fucking fired her. I knew it. She was way too vocal in the last week's all hands meeting. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We are a fenced off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they are getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the best numbers, then black white. Yeah, the moms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana set Jules back around to big old turd or something, once again making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you sent didn't work. Black white is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings. I need to get in, or this is gonna be a total waste of a Wednesday. 44 is right, yeah. So I guess you are telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary plus brown ship with horns. Love you. So 01922 and 25, I think 25 था ना वो brown ship with horns वाला. I maintain that seeing a movie together doesn't begin any relationship. Sad, man. Security, safety, censorship. That's not S. Let's try this because यहाँ पे ये brown ship with horns 25 है, right? So it's going to be the anniversary week from a Friday, September 22. So 0922 and 25. 092225. Okay.
There. Without HQ, more situations like this are gonna fall through the cracks.
Attention all staff, there is a significant amount of black rock missing from I expect there is misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. Please remember to lock your computer. Again, the same message from Brian Local's IT specialist, safety concerns.
Someone here stood up to him.
Hello, Mr. Kingston. I'm writing because I have serious concerns about safety protocols being disregarded across the facility. I have collected a list of violations that I personally observed. I can send this to you. My opinion on the matter is that both Dr. and Dr. Marmon are driving these facilities staff into progressively more reckless behavior. Hello, Miss Howard. Thank you for sharing your opinion. All facility operations and safety measures are under the purview of the heads of research If you have a complaint, please file it directly to them or contact the bureau's acting management team in Dallas. Mr. Kingston, I thought we reported to the acting management team in Kansas. I have reached out to them about this issue multiple times and gotten no response. If they did response, if they did respond, we all know they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house went into lockdown. I believe the Mormons are knowingly using this state of chaos to their advantage. Our our treatment of research subjects is in clear violation of the Ash Act. These are punishable offenses. Punishable offenses. If we do not open an internal investigation, then I will resign. And there, Jules fired her later. Anyways, okay. Okay, we have to do something in this deactivate.
Lockdown lifted. You are now.
अरे यार ये point of interest okay.
SMS command. Facility. Sublevel 1. You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
खुद को पहले बचा ले इनसे. सेव कहाँ था यार सेव? Where is the save point? इधर तो नहीं था यार save point. What's this point of interest? That this one. Damn it. तो साला मेरे पास हेल्थ भी नहीं है. God damn it. Okay, let's see. कैसे जाऊँ बाहर में यहाँ से कहाँ से आया था मैं यार कहाँ से आया था मैं इस स्टोर से शिट अरे भाई ये सब बाहर आए होंगे अभी let's just save it here okay save it an empty slot maybe save it in an empty slot then load which one what okay 2 minutes ago saved that's the one saved just now it's the one okay तो ये लोड करना पड़ेगा okay never mind we'll do that later thank you okay